We've got a full kilometer between us and the nearest, and the next couple of need zones, so... No! Please tell me I did not just book some ducks. There is a 5-star... Excuse me? There's a 5-star duck in there. What the fuck? This guy there. Yeah, no. Okay, but did these ducks just come from down here? Like, they were about 80 meters distance when we first heard them. Also, are they landing? Because if they are landing over there, I am grabbing that duck with a bow, honestly. With a crossbow, sorry. Because that was a 5-star duck. Okay, I'm guessing they were just flying over because I don't see any need zones. They are not over there. I'm gonna have to check which group that probably was. That's an elk. We don't care. Well, we do care about elk. It's just this is one we've already seen. So, really makes no difference to us. Okay, I don't think those ducks landed there. We might have to see if we can figure out which group this is by route. Which is always very tricky, because if you find ducks while they're in flight and you don't know exactly where they were coming from or where they were going, it's usually pretty hard to find out which group that actually was. We're gonna have to check Nikebo's map to see if there are any that had an easy flight path in that direction. Yeah, okay, they definitely did not stop here. So they were going this way. At least we know which way they were roughly traveling. So, let me show you guys how to do this. Again, this is going to be a very much a shot in the dark that we're going to do here. Yeah, we've got no ducks that are actually up here where we are, because we are just about underneath that river. We are just about over here. And let's see. I'm gonna move this to my other screen. We're basically gonna try to find one that has... We're gonna have to find one that has a almost straight line west to east across this little area there. So an almost straight line west to east here, which means it's not this one. It could be these guys. These would be too far south. These would be too far south. Too far south. Too far north. No, no, no. Nothing in that area. We already checked these. Not these, because that would be too far north. Not these. No, too far south. It could be these guys. This would be too far south. And these don't have any zones in the west. Okay. So it's probably going to be either this one. We're going to mark that in yellow. Or this one. If they went from here to here. So on the next day, we're gonna take some time out to actually look at these two. We're gonna have to find their resting zones, because all birds, well, not all birds, all ducks have 3 resting zones and 3 eating zones, and they are a lot easier to find at their resting zones than they are at their eating zones. So we're gonna have to look for those. Oh, I don't like this. Why did we have to run into a 5-star duck while we had a crossbow from a distance where it wasn't feasible to shoot them? Like, that's just horrible. Are those still ducks? I think those might still be the same ducks. Well, we're not gonna care about that anymore. We have a elk census to finish today. That's the goal. Everything else can wait a bit. We have to work on our elk. Even if we get nothing else done today, I want to be done with these elk. I think we've got an elk, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we do. A 2-star adult. Hello, good sir. I don't even need to use the caller for you. Nice. Let me switch my map back to elk instead of ducks. That is this area. Okay, I know which one you are now. That is a 2-star adult. Day 2. We mark that in green. That is actually this herd. Which zone do we have from him? Oh, we do have this one. And he drinks over here and over here at this little lake. Okay. Let's get his drinking zone over there then. Much better than the eating zone. And then we're gonna go over here. Oh, and there's some bunnies down there. European hares. Yeah, he's going to spook, that's fine. I just want to get his drinking zone, and if I'm lucky... If I'm lucky, it's going to be the drinking zone that we actually need. The often zone. Let's have a look. Elk. Please tell me that was not his zone. It was his zone. Fuck. Okay, so his actual drinking zone, his usual drinking zone is over here. We are not going back up there right now. We have enough other stuff to look at. We're not going to spend any time on that. Got some whitetails over there, which I don't really care about right now. I can already see that there are no elk over there. Actually, is that possibly his other need zone? No. He's got the need zone over there. Okay, so those need zones down there are both from one of the remaining 2 groups of elks. And one of them I can already see does not have any elk there, so... Unless they spawn in as we get closer, we can probably head straight to the other one. perhaps if we're lucky we can already see the 860 meter zone from the 450 we're going to. That would be nice. Because yeah, this is a kilometer. This is 600, so it's gotta be behind this hill basically. No elk over here. So they are probably at that other zone over there, unless they are already en route to their drinking zones. So I guess it would depend on how far away their drinking zones are. No, they're pretty close, so they should still be at their eating zones. And then we still have the herd up there that we need to check on. Oh, and I think there's... Is that a campsite? We do have something over there. Okay, considering that these elk are probably right behind this hill, we're gonna stay on this side for a little bit longer. We're basically gonna go around this in a circle. So we're not gonna go straight from down here to over there, but we're instead gonna go like this, so that we can actually see where they are. Because there's no way we're getting to them from this side. We'd have to climb that hill and we'd be right on top of them. We'd probably spook them, not be able to see anything, so let's not do that. This is the kind of thing you really have to keep in mind with Way of the Hunter, especially if you can already see a zone from this far away and you can already see that it's going to cause issues. Just don't do that to yourself. Play smart, not hard. Oh, this is a campsite as well. Okay. Neat. And we've got a neat zone. Yep, this is the smallest campsite ever for. It's got a roof to keep the firewood dry, an axe and a fire, and 2 benches, and that's it. And there are our elk. As I suspected, right behind the hill. We would not have been able to see them until we were right on top of them if we had just gone in a straight line. So basically gonna make our way over here. And then we're gonna check them from there. Alright, young female, 1 star young, 1 star adult. God, they're not making this easy even from this angle. 1 star young, 1 star young, 1 star young, 3 1 star youngs, a 1 star adult, 2 star, 3 star. And now they're all bunching up over here. Nice. Adult, young, young, young. Okay, so 2 1 star adults, 3 1 star youngs. Let me just write that down. A 2 star mature and a 3 star mature. Okay, let's get close enough to them to actually call. Because we do need to see if there's anything in that herd that we need to remove. Okay, so we should be standing close enough to call all of them. If they don't respond to the caller right now, it's because they are high fit. Those are the 2 adults and the 1, 2, 3 youngs. Okay, nothing responds to low fit caller. Day 2, no response to low fit caller. Well, since they have a 3 star, we're marking them in green. Alright. We are still going to go over here to grab this point of interest while we're here. And we might as well grab their need zone because we're also right next to it. And then we're gonna have to go up here and grab this last herd, which hopefully also is not going to leave early for their drink zones, but they shouldn't because their drink zones are right next to their eating zones. So we should be fine. Alright, what do we have here? Arewana rocks. Let's grab this need zone while we're here. And now one last elk herd. Let's go.